Hi all, good evening. So in today's video we'll discuss about Nifty, Bank Nifty and S&P 500 analysis pre-FOMC. So we have FOMC decision coming tomorrow. US banks are again, regional banks are going for a shocker. I mean most of them are down 20% plus. In India everything is looking extremely well. Uh, you know, uh, Banks are doing extremely good. The results are extremely, they're one of the best results we have seen in last 5 years. But will this rally continue in Nifty, or will we see a stop and a small reversal or a big reversal in the market? The time will tell. But here we are discussing some important astro phenomena like I've discussed in my last video. There are some important astro movements which are happening and markets can turn at any given point of time, and mostly these kind of reversals, if they will happen with big gap downs only. So what are the first things? So there is an important aspects between Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is 51 degree of Saturn. Now, this particular thing, as and when it happens, it generally brings long-term trend change. So first, let me show you that. Before that, this is the Bayes rule which we have applied here. George Bayer rules, trend changes whenever retrograde Mercury passes over Sun. So Sun conjunct retrograde Mercury, it generally leads to a trend change. Like market was falling, it went into a consolidation zone. Here it just made a top and just fell down, and it was almost like one day before it made a bottom and a good rally. So now, you know, the most important rule which I'm applying is first is Mercury, so Jupiter. So this is Jupiter. Jupiter is an outer planet, is making a 51-degree aspect. Now this is a very crucial aspect, 51-degree aspect with Saturn. Aspect comes like once or twice in like 8 to 9 years. So let's go and apply this aspect and see what exactly is happening here. Jupiter 51 degree of uh, you know Saturn. Jupiter 51 degree of Saturn, calculate. So this aspect is happening tomorrow, which is 3rd of May. And before that, this aspect happened all the way in 2018 and 19. So let's zoom in on those dates and see what exactly market has done. When we zoom in, we'll get a better picture. Yes. So this was the day. It made a perfect bottom, and from there, an excellent rally. After that, again, made a perfect bottom and a good rally. This is Bank Nifty, right? So, and here it made a top and fell down for 2 to 3 days. So, 2 to 3 times, it almost created a perfect bottom. So let's see whether it can create. Now we cannot make a bottom per se here. The market has already rallied almost 4,800 points plus. So we can make a small top and see a small correction like it did in the third instance. So this is one of the possibility. Now let me apply the same aspect on Dow Jones and show you. So the same aspect has been applied on Dow Jones, and let's see when it happened the last time. Yeah, we have a good amount of history here for Dow Jones, so I'll just concentrate on these 2018 one. And again, you will see it works very nicely. It made a perfect bottom in Dow Jones here, good rally, kind of a perfect top and a good fall. Again, a good bottom and a rally. So this aspect works really nice. It brings long-term trend changes in the markets. And before that it happened, let's just focus on this area also. See how beautifully this works. It brings long-term trend change. See here, it made a bottom and just fell down. Again, a top here and just a beautiful fall. Right. So this is one thing. Second thing which is happening tomorrow, which is also a very important aspect, which is Venus semi-square Mercury. Now Mercury has a good impact on Nifty. So let me show you that also. So here we have applied Venus semi-square Mercury. Um, which is for Venus 45 degree of Mercury. Generally, I've seen whenever this aspect is formed, we make a top and bottom, short-term top and bottom, within that day or within 1 or 2 days. So you can see here it came here within next 2 days, no major move, and then we have a fall. Then again, it made a perfect bottom and a good rally. I've seen this aspect working very nicely. It made a top and next then a big gap down, right? So these all things are happening pre-FOMC, so I'm very cautious on the market now. And so these are about the astro aspects which I wanted to discuss. And again, we have Pluto, retrograde also starting today, which I have discussed in the last video. You can visit that. So for Nifty, what has happened today is we have formed an NR7 pattern, which is the kind of narrow range 7. The range is lowest in last 7 trading session. Now, for the Nifty trend to turn bearish, the first thing is we should see a close below 69, 17,885, the low which we made on last Friday. This low needs to be breached. If any kind of short-term reversal we have to see. Now, this is almost like, 200, 300 points away. So this low needs to be breached. And the first sign of reversal will come if we start closing below 18,809, which was the high on Friday. So these are the things which you should keep in mind. And for the NR72 trigger, the long will get triggered above 8180, and these are the targets with a stop loss of 18010, and short will get triggered below 1810, which is today's low 18101, and these are the targets on downside. And let's quickly go to Bank Nifty also, which again has formed an NR7 pattern, and the levels are pretty much clear here. Let me just expand it. So you can see here the levels are pretty much clear. This is the level for long trigger and this is the level for short trigger. We have formed a doji pattern today in Bank Nifty, but again, like I told you, Bank Nifty important level to be watched out is 43038. If this is breached, then which is the ELD open, we can see a quick fall towards 42,679, 800 to 679. Which is your 6 months pivot, and for Nifty that pivot is 18025. So if you want to go short on the market, best is to wait for 18025. A 15 minutes candle should close below it. Keep a 50-point stop loss. And to add to that short, let the market close below 17885. Then only it makes sense to go short. Otherwise, this is kind of buy and dip markets. We can see a small consolidation like we see here. Market saw a good rally of 9 days, perfect consolidation and went up. But again, don't be excessively bullish on the market looking at the, uh, uh, GST data and all that stuff. Why I say so is very simple thing is like Kotak Bank came up one of the best set of results, but nothing happened to the stock, right? ICICI Bank came with such a nice set of results. So markets are always forward looking. You don't have to think like ICICI Bank result came I think last week. Nothing has happened. It is just consolidating. So don't be excessively bullish or bearish on the market. Let the level guide you, because I firmly feel this particular year can be before the elections. The market cannot see a very, very good rally. It can start the rally from January, but this particular year, if you just look at the yearly candle of the market, see here, this is the yearly candle. What is happening here? One, two, three, four, five, say all these are green, 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 green. All the green candles. So market cannot go on like this. We need a consolidation. We need some good, this thing. So what I'm saying is, don't be an excessively bullish on the market. Like everything is good. Market will go to 19,000, 20, 21,000. I feel this year we should definitely see a red candle both in Nifty and Bank Nifty. But that's a longer view. A lot of people ask me about the longer view, but as of now, like if you are a very short term trader, 18025 on Nifty and 17885. If we close below 17885, then we can see a big bearishness. And for Nifty, sorry, for Bank Nifty is 43038, and below that we can see towards 42679. Any close below 42679 will quickly bring you towards 42,000. Now generally, if you can just note down these levels of musical octave, they will guide you better. I mean, I update them on my website. 43216, 41967. These will act as a good levels for both indices. So yeah, that's about it. That is what I wanted to discuss. I wanted to show you how important is this Jupiter and Saturn aspect and Venus semi-square. So again, fourth, fifth, there are various important astro aspects which are coming. 7th May is a very, very crucial day. Again, 9th May. So the first few days, weeks of the May will be something like this. So let's see how it goes. Thank you very much. Stay disciplined.